Hello, welcome to the studio. Welcome back. Welcome back. For you guys who come back every week and want to know what this young lady is doing, welcome back. Let's put our do not disturb on. I'm not sure if our internet is going to let me be great today because it is not showing all the bars. But y'all know we're going to still, let's move it over here and see if that's changed. I moved the box, but we're not going to stress over it because country internet. I get peace. Hey, that's it. All right, I got my notification. Let's wait for everybody to get their notification. And if you're on Team Replay and you have not subscribed to the channel, hey, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you can be dinged when I do go live, and that way you will know when I'm live. Bernadette, what's up? I'm a little I'm tired. I'm gonna be clear. I'm gonna start off being very honest. I was gonna say good morning, but good afternoon. Hey Dawn. I've been up since 6:30 this morning, been hanging out with the mister because he has surgery. So y'all put him on your prayer list because he has surgery next Tuesday. And that means that I am going to be all about taking care of making sure he is up and around, moving about, because he's going to have knee surgery. So I'm going to have to be mean. I already told him, be prepared. Don't be mad at me now because, the first couple days you got to get that thing moving and bending and, move that knee, bend that knee, all the things. That is it. All right. Dawn, I guess we still didn't get no mail but I haven't been on social media to check and see if you sent. I'm just a little upset, but you know what? I'm going to get another package together and I'm going to send you some happy mail that's going to come to your box, and prayerfully, hopefully, it'll make it to your box. Good gracious alive. Mail. This is the first time I've had a package not show up. Like, oh my goodness. All right. So today, I am so grateful that I do my stuff ahead of time and that I have stuff. William has TKR a few years ago. He had TKR, total knee replacement. Yeah. So William, he had total knee replacement in 2000 and something when we were in Colorado. I want to say on his left knee, total knee replacement on that one. So I was like, why don't you get both of them done? He's like, no, whatever. So now here we are. Got to get it done anyway. But it's okay. It's okay. So what I was saying, I'm glad that I do my stuff ahead of time, because a day like today, when I tell you I literally just came through the gate, fed the dogs, did a couple things, came in the morning to 8 in the morning. I pretty much get free internet. I'm going to see how that works. But that's where it is. Hey, Sarah. Sarah's in the shop in the dollar store, and they got a lot of fans. So they figured out the boots on the ground and where them fans at. They in Illinois. All right, I'm hot, so let me cut my air on a little bit. I got some new paints. I'm going to have some new. Next week, we're going to do Monday. I'm going to see how Wednesday goes for next week with him. But I'm quite sure that I'll be able to at least, chime in, even if we have to do a live with, him. I'm not sure how it's going to work out. We'll give him his pain meds and then we'll do our live because, he's going to have his what is that, therapy and all the things. So, all right, there we go. That's where it is. So I've been a little scatterbrained today, but I'm glad that I do prepare for Mondays and Wednesdays, especially in March, because March was very important to me. Why? Because I wanted to talk about something that takes a lot of courage. Like every Monday and Wednesday, we've been talking about being vulnerable. And it's not just in art. I wanted to be vulnerable, talk about vulnerability, how I've pretty much walked through it or is walking through it, and so much so that it's becoming a part of my everyday life, that when I do something that I normally wouldn't do, in love and friendship and even in my art. right? So vulnerability, I want to make sure that this month that I talked about it not being a weakness, wondering what kind of person you are. Now, I've always been the type of person that kind of cut across the field and just be like, hey, what's the bottom line? What are you talking about? What do you want me to do? How can I help you, kind of thing. I don't have time for a lot of fluff. I don't want to hear a whole storyline. I want you to tell me, what can I do to help you, right? Then we can kind of back into what we need to do, point A, point two, point A, point B, point C, bullet points, what have you, right? That's how it works. That's how I am. And I like to show up without a mask. So I like to show up in my rare form as I feel I'm feeling a whole lot better because I'm not worried about people judging me. I don't need to wear armor when I show up on Mondays and Wednesdays for you guys. And I want you guys to know that the same energy that it's going to take for you to be vulnerable, it's the same energy that it's taken for me to get to the point where I am, to get out of the shell, to pretty much just tell people, you know what, that's your problem, that's not my problem, kind of thing. And then know that it's okay, right? And at the end of the day, this is me. I'm not for everybody. This is my heart, and I hope everybody will hold it gently because I freely give it, and that's me being vulnerable. Because in the past, I have not been so free. Like right now, I talked to my mentor today, and we were talking about, relationship, friendships, female friendships. And it's one of those things I'm learning how to navigate because I've had more male friends because men are not sensitive. They're not overly analyzing, and it just worked for me because when I got hurt in the past in school by friends, female friends, I was just kind of like, you know what? I just will stay over here a little bit and we're just not going to do too much of them. Had a couple of friends that we're still friends to this day. And, that's just how it works. So remember, vulnerability isn't a weakness. I had to learn that, and I want you to know that first and foremost. And I hope this whole month, here we are at March the 26th, vulnerable in my grief journey. I've been vulnerable, very vulnerable in some parts of my marriage, friendships that have kind of took a teeter-totter. What else? I've been definitely vulnerable in my art. And that's what I want you to gain from this is being vulnerable is not a weakness. It is the realest kind of strength that you can show up with. Don't show up with a mask. It's like when you leave and then you come back the next time and then the people are like, well, that's not how she was before. So when you get to be the real you and show up and be you, that doesn't mean everybody's going to like you. Remember what I said? I'm not for everybody. Some people don't like coffee. I don't like a whole bunch of tea, right? So therefore, I drink tea when I have to for the cleansing of the body and things. But if y'all know me, I want my coffee. And that's not so much that I feel like I need it. It's the pleasure that I like. It's my guilty pleasure that I like to have. Okay? And everybody don't like painting. But what is mine? I'm hashtag I just want to paint. That's just it. And I'm okay with why? Y'all know why. Because I'm not for everybody. And I'm okay with that. I'm done trying to people please and, be like, oh, I'm going to do this because I want to hang out with her. Nope. We can do what you want to do. Then we can do what I want to do. Then we can do what somebody else want to do. We can just be open to all the things, right? So we're going to start out today talking about love. And as we're going to talk about love and all the things, what I'm going to do is, y'all know, let's see what time we're at. Oh, perfect time to go on over to the desk so we can see what's going on desk time while we chat. Let's see, that camera took a long time to, glad I wasn't digging in my nose or anything, thinking the camera had already flipped around. That'd have been kind of embarrassing. Time flies, it was so much fun. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I got a new brush. I got some new paints. And isn't this yummy? I got this from Michael's. I had $15 in, rewards that I needed to use, and so I went in there. So I pretty much only paid for the paintbrush because my bill came to, I think it was 40 something bucks. This was 40% off. This was like $12 and then it was 40% off of that. So and these paints I have been seeing and on like scrolling through, y'all know I have my downtime of spending 1 hour for new channels. And these paints I had saw someone painting with, and I was like, oh, next time I'm in Michael's, I'm gonna check them out. I didn't know what the price was or whatever. They weren't expensive, but they wasn't inexpensive either. So we're gonna I don't know if I'm gonna put them in here. I think I want to save this for my new paints because it's what, three. So one, what's that? Four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that right? 9 of them, 9 holes. Yeah. And so we have, it'll be too many. So I'll need to get some more whatchamacallits and just fill the pans and just put them in the pans and do it that way. But I thought this was so cute. Looks like this needs to be on my desk when I'm playing with my paints. Y'all know me. I like stuff sometimes because it's cute. Not all the time. But I'm not sure. I'm not going to necessarily use these right now, but I'll probably do a video, and that's how we'll do. Because right now, I'm trying to not get rid of, but use some other things, some other paintings. But check out my little, remember I'm doing small mini portraits and in different things. So without doing roses, and so I had my book. You know, we have our book. The flower guide, and it didn't have anything in a vase. I don't know which one it was. I did not which one it was. Something, it wasn't that, but something to that effect. The flower guide. I'm waiting on the color theory one to come so that I can check that one out. I'm super excited. These books, when I looked at it, they were created for florists, and I thought that was very, 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 very interesting that us artists are out here getting inspiration to paint. So that was that. Just something. I haven't done a lot of stuff in putting stuff in pots. So again, trying something new along with my English roses. They're getting better. They're starting to look like English roses to me. The David Austin rose, and like that one really looks good. So I've been doing new things. So on my journey, remember I told you guys, do something new just when you just need to do something. Okay, so the thing I want to talk about in being vulnerable today, and I've kind of touched on this in the past. I want to say maybe week 2 or 3 when I talked about having love. Like when you think about love, let's not stick on marriage or family. Let's take it into, because today is kind of more like friendship, relationships at work. Let's see, maybe people that you know that maybe you haven't been vulnerable with, and maybe the relationship will be a little better. Maybe if you would show up more in the relationship. I'm still really feeling like I want to take these out. I'm really feeling it. Like the more they sit here, why not? Okay, I'm gonna talk, and we're gonna open these up, and we're gonna really, really, really hone in on how they pour in the pan. I'm not putting them in my egg thing. I'm going to save those. But when you think about love, let's talk about love. What is love to you? Because remember I told y'all on Monday was interesting. It was just very interesting, and I was very, very full. So much so that Monday, after I did finish with you guys and did a couple of things, I just sat and slapped paint on paper, and then eventually I think I got into bed probably about 8 maybe. And it was it's not a bad thing. It was a good thing, because in having conversations, I learned some things. And then I had some aha moments, and then God had some moments, and we had some time. So yeah, it was all that. Now let me what am I going to put these on? Let's use this. We got enough room. How many is on here? 12? 12. Yeah, we can do, what's that? Let's take that off. We don't want to get that mixed up. And if y'all hear Zara's a little mad because I put her in her crate while she eat, and I didn't let her come in the studio with me, so she's a little upset. Mr. McCoy is home today. He had pre-op today, so we had a lot to do, and it was a good thing. We had breakfast at this amazing spot here that I love. So let's dump these out. We're gonna dump them out. No, I don't know. But anyway, so tell me, what is your definition in the comment? And if you're on Team Replay, let me know. Let me know. What is your definition of love? Like love in Remember, we're not talking about in marriage, not for your mate, not even talking about family. We're gonna exclude love for family and marriage. And some people are like, well, isn't marriage and family the one and the same? No, some people don't see it that way. Some people will be like, you his wife and you his, that kind of thing, and they don't look at it as being family, especially if y'all don't share children and y'all just popped up and got married later on in life and be like, wait, what? Okay, I almost digressed a little bit, but we gonna reel it back in and is okay. So, but being vulnerable in love to me means that I'm letting someone see me, truly see me. No filters, no makeup, no like, oh, that's creamy. Like what y'all kind of get, and y'all don't get all of the things here. I think when Sarah and I was having a conversation, and that's what I was saying, like, and then my friend, I was like, she gets some parts of me, but I don't think everybody can handle all of me at, like different arenas I have to show up in. Bernadette gets all of me. Crystal gets all of me. Crystal be going back to work. Spring break is over with. That Chi-Town that pops on here. Ooh, that's pretty. But, and when I say, and not that I'm not being vulnerable all the way here with you guys, but sometimes when I have to, remember, I have to have people who are there for me, who shows up for me. And sometimes I need to be open with them so that I can come back and kind of hone it in and be like, well, that ain't have nothing to do with nothing. And, and then you let it go. But sometimes it takes guts to really show up. Like, I'm going to give you a good example. And I think I did this Monday when I was like, I use it, I'm in a nice way here when I say I'm not for everybody. But it depends on who you are when I'm talking to. I'll give an example, or I'll really hone in, and I'll say really, really how I want to say it. Now, that's just a nice way that I've learned how to say it. I'm just not for everybody. And that's because sometimes I can hurt people's feelings because I'm so sharp. I'm not a two-edged sword, although some people say I am. They like, you cut going and coming. Well, maybe that's what you need. I don't know. But if it ends up being that it's a friendship that maybe not a friendship, it's a loose ship, because it's not a friendship yet. I don't use that word I use it very loosely. But when you think about it, just think about it. Love. Can people take you 100% of you and still love you? Now, I always use this example for my husband. My husband knows 100% of me, and he still loves me. He still looks at me today as the way he did the very first day we really met. And that means something to me. And so I take that and I go to some friendships and I be like, you know what? They know some things about me and they still love me. Bernadette knows some things and she still loves me. They both have seen me in the downest part of my life and they still love me, right? So that's what I'm talking about when love shows up and loves you no matter what the wounds are. What I mean when I'm talking about love. I want people that's going to be in my life and they are going to love me. That one ain't so creamy. And they're going to love me right where I am. And if I tell them that I had a bad day and I just told somebody, driving in the car, I just wasn't very Christ-like. Like Christ wouldn't have did what I did. And I want them to be like, girl, you and so do I kind of thing. But when people get to that judging place, I don't like it. And that's when it becomes a loose ship. It's not a friendship anymore. It becomes a loose ship. Now, I told Sarah we had a conversation, and we're family. There's nothing that I can say or do that's going to change that. She's going to be family irregardless to what I say, what I do. William is not going to be my husband irregardless to what I say or what I do. He can divorce me and I can be his ex. You know what I mean? But when it's blood family, that's why I wanted to exclude marriage and blood like family. Because there's nothing that you can do to change that. But friendships? Oh yeah, you can do something to change that. You can say something and the person get offended. And all of a sudden, you find out when you try to text them, you blocked. Right? Is delivery and also how someone receives things. Right. So doing a good thing, like when Tracy was talking, I think it was Friday, this past Friday, and some of the things she was saying, I was like, oh yeah, y'all my kind of ladies. Like we can sit up and shoot the bobo and nobody gets offended. We just keep on doing what we doing and just being like, oh okay, and we receive it in love. But some people can't, and I had to learn that. So, in my vulnerability, I had to learn that even though people say that they love you, when you share something that is very, very, like you're being trying to be transparent, and then next thing you know, you don't have a friend because they were offended by either what you said or what you did. Now, that's a lot of church folk. Let's just put it that way. It just end up being a lot of church folk. And I'm saying church folk because in the building folk, not the heart folk. But when someone loves you and they love you through your mess, it takes guts, right? But it all kind of connection is born in vulnerability. Think about some of your friendships. Think about some of your friendships that you still have. Now, I don't know. I think we're just going to swatch these. I'm going to make some little eggs with my new paintbrush and see how it is because I'm trying to use more brushes. But so when you think about that, when you think about it in that standpoint, if you go and stand and tell a friend, um, I don't know, something, and then you don't talk to them no more, and then all of a sudden you call them and be like, girl, where you been or whatever, and then she kind of beat around the bush and be, then think about maybe it's what you said. Hence conditional yes, absolutely, absolutely. Conditional versus unconditional love. Absolutely. Which is why I said we are not going to use marriage and family because it's not that it gets sticky. It's just that it's a different kind of love. There's nothing you can do for family. You're always going to be family. My mom is always going to be my mom. My grandma's always going to be my grandma. Like, there's nothing we can do. Blood is blood, and ain't nothing we can do about it. Ain't nothing nobody can do about it. We can even go get somebody else and call her mom, but she's really not mom. She's really not sister. So that's what I'm saying. So we're talking from a standpoint of friendships, deep-rooted relationships, maybe jobs and stuff like that. But now, when you take love and move into friendship, think about that. We live in a time where it's easy to keep things on the surface level. Like, don't nobody want to go deep. Because when you go deep, like I tell people, I don't want to talk about, there's two things I don't want to talk about. I want to talk about politics and I don't want to talk about religion. Just don't. Because you can lose some friends over either your politics or theirs. Either way, I don't want to talk about it. Oh, that's a hair loose already. Because it's not who you are. Oh man, I don't like that already. See, stray hairs. We already got. Y'all know I'm going to write a review on these brushes and be like, I hadn't even really put it down, and we already got something that wasn't even right. Okay, let's see. Is that better? That's better. All right. So, ooh, but it does go down yummy. I like yummy. Oh man, I could have did the. Oh, I got them in order. So this one is. Okay, they're on order. I hope, yeah, I did them in order because, whew, that was finna be messed up. Okay, but surface friendships. I don't like surface friendships. And you can pretty much tell if it's a surface friendship. And I don't like too deep friendships right off the bat. If you go tell me all about your husband, you're already in the bedroom and all the things, that's a little too deep for me on our first date. Y'all know we date our friends too. Y'all know I'm dating y'all on YouTube. Like, if you're still here, you like the date, you like the contents, I feed you good food, we get to hang out again, be like, okay, I'll see you next week. That's kind of thing. So when you have a friend that kind of goes deep, and you be like, oh my goodness, which means that, I don't know, either they don't, I don't know, I haven't really put a thing on it, nor do I just spend too much time really worrying about it. Now, I did this one first, and I don't know why. I'm going to have to remember that. This is, look, let me put a number 2 right there right now because, or just let me put what color this is because I will totally mix the colors up when I go to talking about them at the end. And this one is, it's yellow, but it's, oh my, okay. Okay, let's put that down. It's Yellow, I know that's the word in French for yellow. Something, something. Yeah, let's just put that. Let's do that. I'm not going to even try. I'm not even going to mess that up. Ain't. Okay, so I looked at my journal, and remember I told you guys last month when I decided to do vulnerability, it was because of some things that I have personally done myself or been through or walked down that road or is walking down that road, because I'm walking down a road now that is unfamiliar to me, and I'm trusting God that He's going to walk me through it. I'm going to learn what I need to learn and move not on, but just continue to move forward. But the time we live in now, like the surface friendships, is, I don't know. I don't even know how to really describe it. I can take my friendships, and usually when I have friendships, I have three people that have been friends. I've been friends with over 20 years. Bernadette Crystal, for sure. My daughter's godmother, for sure. And those are three women that when life happens, you can best believe they're going to know life happened. They will know life happened. They'll know what's going on before family even know. And that's because I've done the hard work with them. I know that I can trust them. I know that there's no judgment. And I know, now y'all know Bernadette will be like, now you know that ain't right now. She'll check you. So I know that it'll come in love, or it'll come in time if need be, or those are not, that's not a surface friendship, but a real friendship, the kind that nourishes my soul, the kind that comes from their vulnerability as well. Because remember, these people had to meet me in a place when I was much younger. Like Stephanie, she met me, oh my God, I was in my first marriage, a newlywed, like what, 18, 19 years old. And God knows I ain't know nothing about nothing. But she took me under her wings and pretty much, guided me as much as I would let her. Because when we in our teens at 18, 19, 20, we think we know everything. And she never pushed. she never pushed. But she gently would say certain things, and somewhere down the line you would hear those. You know how you hear those words, and it'd be like, okay, I remember Stephanie said such and such, and so that's just how it go. But they mean it for your good. And when you have surface friendships, you don't know whether they're there to love you through it or talk about you through it. And then I got to be like, then I got to find something and get upset, and it just, at the time when you're going through stuff, you just don't need that kind of foolishness, right? So friendship, love and friendship needs to be really, really vulnerable. Like, you really got to know who you can trust. And here's the other thing. Look, Bernadette said, yes, I will. Yes, you will. And the other thing is, you got to show up for them. This is reciprocity. My mentor, like, I didn't realize that it was called reciprocity until now, like, maybe 6-7 years ago. But you have to show up for that person as well as them showing up for you. Like, am I the only one that calls? Am I the only one that says, let's go hang out? Right? That kind of thing. Right? It's saying, like, when you show up being vulnerable and be like, hey, I'm always calling you. What's up? That's being vulnerable. That's like, okay, I might lose this person as a friend because I need to share something with them, and they might not receive it well, right? Just like these paints. They might not have received this paper good because I didn't even think about it. But as I'm putting it down, I'm like, this wasn't my swatching paper, right? But it's doing okay. And the reason I know it's not my swatching paper, because I like to do it on one new colors. I like to do it on 100% watercolor paper so that it can really, really, really get in there. See y'all see what I did there? I don't want it to be surface. I want it to really get into the paper and really show me what it can do. That's my little play on words today. Oh, I just choked myself out. All right. Okay, let's give a commercial for Team Replay. Team Replay if you're here right now, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up, because I need you just like I need the folks on the live. I need Team Replay, because we are here trying to grow this channel. Not trying, we are growing this channel. And I am grateful for you taking the time to spend however allotted time you do spend on the video. But if you're here right now at this time of this little commercial and you have not subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate if you would hit that subscribe button, that bell notification all, so that when I do go live, you'll be notified, and maybe you want to show up for the live. Great, great. All right. And if you're here on the live right now, I want you to, share this with someone, we're trying to do all the things to make sure that our channel grows organically. Because remember what I said, guys, I'm not for everybody. And definitely people be like, I don't want to paint. No problem. Trust me, it's all cool. It's all cool. So, and the other thing, so we're going, and I say this love thing. We're starting with friendship and the love. Why? Because remember, the title for today's live is where we are honing in on talking about showing up when your heart is broken, right? And the vulnerable truth. Like, remember I said, I got to be vulnerable. I got to be truthful. Got to talk about how it really is. Because if you don't have love in your friendship, that's when your heart is broken, because you showed up one way and the person didn't show up the way you wanted them or needed them to. And then there was no reciprocity there. That person didn't have anything vested. You know what I'm saying? Hi, Azuka, how are you? I'm gonna have to go see what you're cooking up today. I haven't been on social media. Had a busy morning. But when you don't show up, or when you do show up, you're showing up for someone. And Bernadette, no, we even had a conversation about this for a mutual friend that we share. And I felt the way that I felt, and I felt like I could talk to her so that she can hone me in or be like, well, however. We don't give people excuses, because that gives them an excuse to just treat you any kind of way, right? So you don't show up when your heart is broken. You have to take care of yourself first. Remember, this is all self first, so that you can show up and be vulnerable and be loving. And when that person needs you, you're still willing to be there. Because how many people know that if you show up for someone all the time, and then when life, is great and you're like, oh, but they're not here for me, let's take having a baby, moving, getting married, and you're like, but I was there for them. I was there for them. I was there for them. Everything that I was there, da 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 da. And they're never there for you. Never. That's a painful thing. That's a very painful thing. So therefore, you will end up in the relationship showing up with your heart broken, right? And then you will go into another friendship because you haven't healed your heart from that friendship, and then you'll be showing up with your heart broken in this friendship. And the problem, not that we're going to call it a problem, but the issue could be that you needed to heal from whatever was in that other relationship or whatever. Remember, we're not talking about marriage, and we're not talking about family. We're talking about friendship. We're talking about love and friendship, because those are the places and areas that I realized in my life that I needed, and I let people in the most. Why? Is because they were there for me. Okay? Take care of you, and that's why we're talking about this from the standpoint of self. We have to take care of self. We can't point fingers and say, well, so-and-so and so didn't show up for me, and you know what she did to me, or you know what he did to me. I don't. Nor do I care. Right now I'm talking to whoever could be in front of me, right? And we have to show up for ourselves first so that we can be there for someone else, so we can hold space for someone else. So that when that person comes to us and say, I'm just not okay today, we can hear them and we can love on them. And showing up is not just when things are good. We show up when things are messy. We show up when things are bad. We show up when she's on the floor crying and cricking and screaming. We show up when a loved one dies, right? And that really works. Now I'm going to talk about these paints a little bit because they're yummy. This one is pretty. It didn't come out that too real great, but it was pretty. So when you think about that, when you think about that, when you think about that, just ask yourself for past situations. And I'm telling y'all, I just had this conversation with a friend yesterday, and we both realized we had been fired by the same friend, and we didn't even know we was fired, right? But when they put expectations on you that you don't even know have been placed on you, that's kind of like, that's not fair. I have another friend, and when she gave all her expectations for someone else when we were talking about, and I was like, darn, you make people show up for a job and they ain't even apply for it. I was like, being your friend is a job. Like, if you don't do X, Y, and Z, like, you just really be ready to kick people to the curb. I ain't for everybody. And I know I'm not, because I'm not that friend that's going to call you every day. I'm not that friend that's going to be texting you, and we not going to be kiki and hanging out all the time. But when I do show up for you, I'm going to show up in full gear, right? And I am going to be there when I need to be there. But if you're a person that you need somebody in your ear 24/7, I just let you know up front, I ain't her. Remember, I'm not for everybody. Now, is that good or bad? I mean, for me, it's not bad. It's me protecting my space for me, and knowing what I have the capability of pouring out. Right? Y'all see all these tubes? These are 12 milliliters, 12 tubes, and they're 12 milliliters. When I squeeze all of the paint out of all of these tubes, can I get anything else from them? No. And sometimes you have relationships that squeeze the paint out of you. Ain't no more nothing left in the tube. And they even got the thing trying to scrape it out. Baby, I ain't got nothing else for you. I ain't got nothing else to give. And so when you can show up and be that vulnerable in the friendship and let them know, today just not the day. Like, you need me today, I'll be here to listen. But, sometimes you just have to let them know, I just don't know what to do. I'm just not here. I can't do it. That's being vulnerable in a good friendship, not surface. Remember, we're talking, there's a difference in being deep and being surface. Because I don't want you guys to show up with your hearts broken, going through life from relationship to relationship, art class to art class, and you trying to figure out why you can't paint like Karen, or why I can't paint like Shana Campbell or Emma LaFave. I'm not supposed to. Because whether you're a painter, a writer, a dancer, or a speaker, creating something and sharing it with the world is one of the most vulnerable things I can do. I am all the things. I'm a painter. I'm an artist. Well, I'm an artist. I'm a writer. I ain't going to say I'm a dancer, but I can dance if need be. I'm a speaker. And all those things takes vulnerability. Whew. Yes, it does. These are fun. So, here's what I feel. Here's what I feel. And here's what I believe. I want the world to see you. I don't want the world to see the mask that you put on because you're scared to be criticized, or you're scared that people are going to talk about, that people are going to demean what you do or what you do show up. I want you to show the world you. And that's what Karen does. Karen don't put on no mask no more. Sure don't. Even with me and Mr. McCoy, we were at the pharmacy today, and this lady, she was saying something to her husband, and then she told me, she said, you need to cut your hearing aid up. And William's like, see, that's gonna be us. That's how you gonna do me. I was like, is. It was cute though. But the thing of it is, if you're still around way back, this couple looked like maybe, I don't know, they maybe was in their 80s. I don't know. You can't really judge people in age no more. But the fact that they were still together, it just made it really, 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 really yummy, right? So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Sure is, cause I do it now. Oh, she mad. Y'all hear her? She howling. She mad. Oh, these are fun. Look at that. So yeah, guys, show up. Give the world you. Y'all know why? Because God didn't make another you. I have a set of twins, and each one of those are just as opposite. They're not even the same. And they were conceived at the same time, and grew up, I mean, in the same womb. But over time, they are night and freaking day. So you got to be authentically you. And the only way you can be authentically you is you got to be vulnerable and show the world who you really are. I mean, you're great, right? Don't let nobody tell you that you're not great. Who is Lauren barking at? She barking at somebody. I don't know. And when I started speaking, that was my biggest fear. Maybe if I don't do this right, if I don't do that right, y'all, I don't let that go now. Like, y'all show up here, Team Replay show up here. I keep showing up because people keep showing up. And then it's affirmations, confirmation, all those things that this is what God is saying. Hey, share, be vulnerable, let them see you. And I'd be like, but God, they might not like the real men. He'd be like, well, show up and see. So, y'all be showing up every week. Y'all still here. And Mr. McCoy, my husband, he be in the house with me. He still be on here. So I'm very appreciative, and I get to use my life to really help you to really embrace who you are. These are fun. I like these. I'm gonna hang out and have fun with these a little bit more. I'm gonna mix them up and see what they're gonna do, but they're inexpensive. Now the paints that I'm gonna show y'all whenever they do come, and hopefully they come. I might do a live just when they do show up. They are not inexpensive. It took me 2 weeks to push the button to get them, to just order them. That's pretty. That's fun. Totally agree to show up for ourselves. Yes. So, and I think it was somewhere down the line, somewhere in the world. I don't know. Could have heard it somewhere. I'm not new to it. It's not mine. I'm sharing it, and but I'm using it. God only made one you. Like I was saying, I got twins, but God only made one Alexis and made one Alex that is who they are. And I think you deprive the world when you don't show the world who God made. Like, be real in who you are. Love you. I love you. And I know it's easy, to say, because a lot of people just be like, I'm not even finna show the world. And then they try to pop out, think about the groundhog. They try to pop out, and then, you got all these people standing out here looking at you, and you be like, oh, no, let me get back in this hole. No, pop out. Do a dance. Do something great. Ooh. Slap some paint on some paper. And then, if you happen to be scrolling through this live, and you see, and you're just like, hey, I don't paint. Get you some markers. Some, what are those things called? I can't think of it now. Sarah, you're still on here. Put it in there. The markers. There's some. I got some off of TikTok, and they're very inexpensive because I don't do the markers. Sarah loves the markers and things. I don't. I rather do freehand and slap some paint on some paper. But do something different. That's just all I want you to say. Because Jesus said, "Blessed are those who have not seen, and yet have believed." So do that for yourself. People have not seen the real you, but they believe in you. Show them the real you so they can know that, oh man, I knew she had it in her, or I knew he had it in him. Don't worry about what people say. That's like I'm always telling William, it's like for every action, there's a reaction. Just because you say something don't mean I'm just going to sit here and be quiet. I'm going to respond. And don't pay attention to what I say. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. That's just it. But for every action, there is a reaction. And I'd rather for you to show up and do something, whether it end up being your greatest work or your whatever. Somebody's going to love it. Look at these. These are cute. And then we're going to put some, let's see if we can mix some green. I don't know who she barking at. Normally she don't be on the deck, but they get the barking back there. They be a little annoying. It takes my mind, it kind of throw my mind off of what I be thinking and talking about. Coming through the gate? All right. These are smooth. They go down very, very smooth. They are doing good, and this is inexpensive paper, so they're doing good on inexpensive paper. Look at all that water. I slapped a whole lot of water on there. So that's that, and then we're going to, we have to let them dry, and I'm going to do them again on some 100% cotton because y'all know me. I want to see what they really made of. Okay. That's it. Where are we on? We're on time. I think we're going to be good because today wasn't going to be that long because, for one, I was busy. And then the conversation was just going to be about love, friendship, and then the art. Those are my vulnerable areas in which I'm walking through friendships, my art, because I'm the biggest critic of my art. And I will say, this is not cute. This is not. But I'm going to say, this is cool. And I did it and it was okay. Now, will you see this again? Possibly in some mixed media. Not sure. But when you show up, let me tell you, this is the thing. This is the thing. When you show up, as your authentic self in the world, and you're really walking down the street being vulnerable, and somebody's having a bad day, and you just happen to look at them and smile, you just help them heal from maybe something that they had just walked out of, whatever. We never know. And they could be inspired by it. They could be, you could be the only positive thing that they see today or tomorrow, whatever day it is. Oh, and the other thing is the brush was good too. Other than that one little string we had, we got a 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I got to take something off for that stray hair. 9 out of 10 for the brush. 10 out of 10. Even though I didn't watercolor, but that is bleeding good. I'm going to have to read up on what all the things is in here, but I didn't do a whole lot. Oh, it's transparent and opaque. Okay. That makes a difference. Yes. Yes. Oh, that color was deep yellow. Here's the English version. Yeah, there's it. So it was deep yellow, that color that was in the foreign language that I didn't know. Okay. So I want you to show up in the world as the real you. Show up as you, because why? The world doesn't need perfection. It needs the truth. And that's where I have learned and accepted the fact that I don't want to show up as a fake person. That's why I tell people I'm saved, sanctified, and full of some of the Holy Ghost. And my friend yesterday, she's telling me, no, you full of all the Holy Ghost. I was like, no, sometimes I got to, step back and, really speak from a place where somebody might be. Am I going to go down and get somebody? No. But I don't have to go down. I just have to kind of step back a little bit and be like, oh, I remember when. And then be like, kind of speak from that place and let that person, see that, hey, I haven't always been right here where I am. I haven't always been a person who can do leaves this beautiful. These are beautiful leaves. These are beautiful, right? I haven't always done it like this. I haven't always been somebody that can do this or that can do this. I can pull out some stuff. But you know what I did? I took the time one day to show up. Y'all, I think my watercolors is coming today, and y'all might get another live because the UPS man just pulled up. Ooh, Mr. McCoy, can you run to the gate and get my package? Because that's what it is. See how I get excited over the things? Find something that excites you like that. Really, 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 really do. Okay. The world doesn't need perfection. I kind of lost my train of thought. I got too excited. But I want you to really show up, because when you show up in your imperfection and you meet somebody, then they see that you're imperfect, and then they be like, you know what? She just like me, or he just like me. And, I really judge them from a place that I really shouldn't have, right? Ooh, that's pretty. Look at them layers going in. I wanted it to kind of dry a little more so I can put my layers on it. But that's it. So here is the thing. If anything that I said on this live, if you're on Team Replay, if it resonated with you, for one, I want you to drop me a comment below and let me know how vulnerability has shown up in your life, right? And you guys, if you're on the live, if you want to wait, you want to do it now, if you want to do it afterwards, let me know and let somebody else know, how has vulnerability really shown up? Now, I have a question, because Monday, I asked you guys, what were you going to do for you? Everybody said what they were going to do. How many of you held fast to what you said you were going to do? And remember, no judgment if you didn't. I told you, do not hold your feet to the fire if you did not do what the thing was, right? But for me, I did continue to use my brushes, but I kind of fell back to what I was comfortable with. And you see, I went and bought me a brand new round brush, number 10, Velvet Touch. No, I'm sorry. This is a Winsor Newton brush, not a Velvet Touch. But I still have them because we were doing the filberts. So I kind of. So Dawn, did you go to bed early? Did you get you some rest? Who else? I can't remember. I remember Dawn said she needed rest. Crystal said she was going to say no. Monique was on here. Monique did what she said she was going to do. I've talked to her. So it worked out. But think about if you didn't do it, don't worry about it. Because remember, we're not looking for a world of perfection. It's okay, right? Just be true to yourself and continue trying to strive for that thing, whatever that thing is. My thing is to use more than just a round brush. Like I got a whole crap load of brushes on my desk, right? Let's see. You got sleep. Yay, you got sleep. Awesome, 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 awesome. So that is it. That is it. That is it. That is it. So Team Replay, I want you to drop a comment below and let me know how vulnerability has shown up in your life. Or share a story where vulnerability really knocked the wind out of you and you just said, the hell with that. I'm not ever doing that again. I mean, because it took me several times to come to the place to where I am now, to stand flat-footed and be like, oh, you know what? That's not my problem. That's your problem. But if I can help you get through that, let me know. But I'm not going to be your punching bag, or I'm not going to be the person that you X, Y, and Z, right? And that is what has really helped me to show up and still stand and still try to help people navigate through things. Because in my counseling world, I don't get to have a lot of dialogue. It's more of listening to what the person has to say and asking them this question. Well, how does that make you feel? But when I'm over here in the coaching world, or I'm over here trying to help people to be a better artist, be a better speaker, or whatever it is that they say, Karen, I want to be better at this, that, or whatever. Okay, cool. Let me know what you're willing to do, right? And that is how I get to dialogue. But other than that, no. As a counselor, that's why I kind of backed down and backed away from it. It's like, because it's one-sided. And I need to be able to tell you this. I need to be able to tell you, without God, you can't do the things you're trying to do. That's why I know I'm not for everybody, because everybody don't want to hear that. Oh, anybody got time for that? No problem. But as for me and my house, I shall serve, because without me, without God, I wouldn't have been able to walk away from the 2 caskets in my right mind. I still get to show up in my right mind. And I have to give honor where honor is due. Now, me and God always on one accord? Nope. Because sometimes when I think about it, I'll be like, I cannot believe you got me in this life. Like, I got to be, I have some real conversations, y'all. So, again, I get to be vulnerable. You know why? Because I woke up the next day after having a real conversation with God, and I was like, oh, he ain't going to kill me. He ain't going to knock me over for being honest and letting him know how I truly feel. Because, that's what the people say. It's like, no, you don't question God. You just do. I was like, what? Jesus questioned God. Why can't I question God? Take this cup from me, he said. So, I don't want to do this. But if not, I'll show up, tell you people, God. That's what I mean. Okay. Here we go. I don't know if Mr. McCall went to the gate or not. I was trying to see if he did. Then if he was going to bring them paints in here, then I was just going to extend. But I'm not sure if even he heard what I said. I'm not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. And because of it, I painted the next morning for a while. Y'all, Dawn painted a rabbit. She had me over thinking about painting a rabbit. She really did. Where's the button? I'm trying to push the button so I can I want to change the camera. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Hey, y'all. Y'all, I had to go get my hair done since I'm going to be a nursemaid for a minute. I ain't want to look crazy no more. I was trying to do the natural thing. It wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me. It wasn't. I'm meant to be cute, and I got to be cute at all times, even when I'm out on the tractor. All right, guys. I don't know if he went to the thing or not. I'm not sure. It looks like it's hanging on the gate. So I am going to get off of here because I know what the UPS man just bought me. But I also want you to realize, I really, 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 really want you to realize that when you show up in your relationships, first, we're not talking about surface relationships. We're talking about going deep. We're talking about really being you. Really being you. I'm not talking about, showing up being fake. those are not the relationships that I'm talking about. I'm talking about me as an artist. I'm talking about me as a writer, I'm an author. I'm a speaker. I'm what else? What else? I feel like I'm missing something about me. But I want you to show up as you, because you know why? When you show up as you, people get to see the real you. This is what y'all get to see. And I don't got time to be faking it. Because if I'm for you, I'm for you. If I'm not, then cool. That's cool. I ain't for everybody. And Sarah might be laughing now because I told her what the real version of that is. I just ain't for everybody, and I'm okay with that. Now, I want y'all, if you're not subscribed to the channel, oh, he coming in here with my box. Yeah. Y'all want to meet Mr. McCoy, because y'all going to probably see Mr. McCoy a lot next going on. This Mr. McCoy. Tell the people, hey, he get to be in front of the camera.
Hello, y'all. Later, y'all.
Okay, can you take Zara out? Because she probably... Thank you. Ooh, we got the box. Ooh. All right. Okay, this is why I'm going to give my disclaimer. Okay, if y'all are here and the hour is done and you're not with this and you care less about the paint, you're more than welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining and all the things. You know what? Drop the comment below. Remember, tell me what vulnerability has shown up in your life and how you are learning to embrace it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit that button so you can join me on this journey. And don't forget to hit that, what is that thing? That bell notification all, so that when I do go live, because I do go live other than Mondays and Wednesdays, and you'll be notified, right? So for y'all that's going to leave me, thanks for watching, and I'm glad, super glad you're here. Now for all y'all that's going to hang around, we going straight back to the desk, because this is finna be fun, and I want y'all to be a part of it. And where's that camera at? Ooh, these are the things that make me excited. Oh, is it still there? Yes. Okay, let's move these over there. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, my goodness. Okay, let's move it all the way. Okay. These came from Amazon. And here's the thing. When I ordered them and they said they were going to be here on Wednesday, I had to check the address, right? Because I was like, oh, my goodness, that was going to be for my daughter's address. But I looked and it was for mine. And here they are. All right, where's my... Let's open this puppy up. Oh my goodness. Come on. I'm too excited. These are the things. I used to get excited for shoes and handbags like this. Oh, Dawn, you staying? Okay. That's why I say if I get it, if y'all got something, you can catch this part on replay. It's cool, but I'm here. Ain't no sense in doing a separate live. I could, but why? Why not? I'm already here. Let's show up. And I need to enjoy my time while I can. Ooh, I see that purple box. Y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready. Ooh. Lord have mercy, Jesus. And if you want to buy some coffee for me, go to my website. Join me on my Patreon. All the things. I forgot what this is. I don't even know. Oh, that's the tray. Okay. Oh, look at this. It's Tourmaline two-tone granulation watercolors by Mission. We're going to keep that box. Oh, this is a big box. Y'all, look at... Oh. These puppies are from... I have what's those other ones? Holbein. Are from okay, Sarah's still here. Okay, people hanging out. All right, y'all, let's open these. I happened to watch this live. She was the enabler for these watercolor paints right here. I'm going to tag her in this video because if y'all are not following Opal and Mint, join her over on her channel. She does a great job at pretty much doing reviews of paints and things that she's tried, and so far she has not failed me. So I know that these puppies right here, like I said, a watercolor that expresses the infinite inspiration with a single touch, stimulating what? Imagination. Oh, good Lord. It is 34 colors of pure magic. Okay, I don't even want to rip it up. Let's see if that comes off a different way. Yep. I'm like a kid at Christmas. So Mother's Day is coming. So just y'all can, back in me. Just drop something on it because These puppies, look, these puppies were not inexpensive. They were expensive. In the watercolor world, they're expensive. These are pretty. Oh, these are so pretty. Oh, great. It gives me the colors. Where's my glasses? I need to be able to see because I'm learning these pigments and I'm having fun learning these pigments. 34 colors. Oh, it's cloud white, sunrise yellow, gold brown yellow. So the color when Opal and Mint did the swatching of these, Fantasy Violet is what sold me. Look how deep, deep purple that is. Fantasy Violet is the color. And it has PR28, PB29, and PR122. And you know when you see, oh no, I'm sorry, PB28. Oh, really? Okay. I have my cheat sheet somewhere, but some of them when I see them, I know. Okay, let's keep that over there because we need that sheet. Oh, and the box, you know we're going to keep this box because this box is yummy. Oh, okay, we get them again. Look at oxide turquoise. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay. Oh my goodness, look at everything is so vibrant. I hope y'all can see how vibrant, like this is very, very true color. I hope my internet is doing good. Oh, look, I got all my bars on it. Hopefully this is showing up great. Okay, we got all the language, I think. And then where's the English version? Oh, it's up top, right up top. Okay. Okay, cool. Nice. Hey, you cannot lose. Nice. Oh, and they do come in smaller sets. Like, okay, we got spring set, summer set, autumn set, and winter set. Excuse me. Who wanted to do that? I didn't want to do that. I just want to jump in the water and just get them all. Oh Lord, you get a lot of literature. Oh, where's English? Oh, maybe this 5 keywords. 5 keywords of Mission Watercolor. Okay, let's flip it on over. Oh, German. Maybe I'm missing English. Did I miss English? Ooh. Or maybe it just says 5 standards of Mission Watercolors, maybe? I don't know. I think it was maybe over here in English. Okay, anyways, let's get past the paperwork. It's like, who cares about the instructions right now? You know you're trying to put something together. Look at these tubes. Ooh. I know this is not doing you justice right now. Because when I saw this on Opal and Mint, when she pulled this thing out, it did not seem this big when she pulled it out. This thing is huge. Oh, and these tubes are, oh, they're 15 milliliters. Okay, they just look so, look, compared to, well, maybe I guess they just look fatter. Yeah, they just look fatter. They look, well, maybe the top, they do look a little fatter, but they're 15 milliliters. This is my Daniel Smith. Y'all know I like grown paints. Grown tubes. I don't get the Daniel Smith in the little tubes. I get them in the grown tubes. Oh, man. These are so yummy. So we got cloud white, sunrise yellow, oxide red. I'm not going to make this video. Oh, we just reached an hour. Oh, my. The tubes, they are big. Look, they're gold. But look at here. Like, they're different kind of colors. And I don't know. I'm going to go back to my instructions. But the tubes, let's see if I take some of this light. I want to kind of give you let's take some of the, up there. It's different colors. Like this one right here. So see, this one's kind of brown. I don't want to have the focus to mess up. So see how this one is tangerine orange, and of course it's tangerine orange, but the around here is a different color, and as right here, they're just 2 different colors. And I'm assuming I'm gonna go back to my instructions because it's gonna explain what it is. Oh, it says colors found in nature, which is why I really, really wanted to try them, because that was what these things was basically letting you know that, but it is two-tone granulating watercolors. And y'all know I'm all on this watercolor kit. I'm on this watercolor kick right now. You're gonna be in the studio all night. And is. That's why I said I'm gonna switch gears and possibly. Well, I know I probably will do a. I'm gonna try to do a recording. I just do better when I'm on live chatting with you guys, and then when I'm on, when I'm recording something, it kind of just don't do the same thing. Maybe Lightfoot or granularity, light fast. Yeah, yes. So yes, to Dawn, to yours. So this is what I said was gonna go back to the instructions. So this is what it says over here. And when you put these on paper, I haven't put them on paper yet, but when Opal and Mint, when she put these on paper, it was, y'all think these Holbeins granulated? Look, you can see how they really they really dry now. These things right here, y'all. Let me see. Where's some good paper at? Where's my good paper at? Oh, where's my good paper? There's my good paper. I can't. Why not? Why tease y'all? Let's just see. And y'all know Fabriano is my good paper. Oh, that was from. Oh, that's still so pretty. I said I was gonna frame this and give it to Crystal. Let's just take a piece off. We ain't gotta leave it in there. Let's see. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you've used Daniel Smith, you use Daniel Smith, okay? You kind of get a little bit of what I'm talking about. Now, if you're scrolling through and you be like, what in the world? And you're like, I don't know. I came over here to talk about, I thought she was talking about showing up when your heart is broken. You're going to have to get the replay on that because we kind of talked about it. But let me tell you what's going to break my heart if these don't make me feel great. But I know that they will because they already came. Presentation is just amazing. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'm okay with the price point now because I got a lot. All right. And I told y'all I was waiting on this. That's what I was going to, even ain't got enough. We just going to dab a little bit in here. Let's see. Where's that color? Fantasy Violet. Let's stick Fantasy Violet in there. Let's see. Ooh, let's open them up. Oh, ooh. Travel was a little pressure. It popped on out for me. We're going to do, and I'm going to have to, these are a lot of colors. I'm going to be swatching. Look at them greens. Do y'all see them greens? Oh, man, I got ocean green, pine green. Oh, Milky Way violet. Let's stick Milky Way violet. Hold on, I can't do that. I need to take out what I did. I'm finna mess up. Let me slow down. Hold on. Because I forgot what I took out. Okay, that's Fantasy Violet. And let's do Milky Way violet. And we just gonna leave it at them too. Because that would be a lot if I pull out any more. Me trying to keep up with them. Ooh, that's a violet too. So that's a purple. Milky Way violet. But it looks purple in there. All right. Yummy. Okay. All right. Let's sit these over here. And that was a tray. Okay, let's, where's our brush? Oh, I put it back in there. Milky Way violet. I'll be having to come back to the live and be like, what was that? I stuck it in there anyway. All right. Let's do this. Ooh, yummy. Oh my goodness. I tell you, I'm about as excited for these paints to come as I was when I got my tractor. Some things just bring you a whole lot of joy in life. This is what I'm telling y'all. Find that one thing. Oh, that one thing that just makes you say, Lord, have mercy. Oh, I see the granulation already. Look at. Let's drag this down. Let's get a lot more. And just start out with, oh, you see that? You see the red? Can you see that red? Let's see what it do if I put more light. Oh, no. Which is better? More light, less light? Let me know which way you can see it better, because Oh, let's drag that on down. Let's get some clean water. Y'all, this is yummy. This is good. This is some good stuff right here. You see, oh, it's got to focus. I see, it looks like red, pink. Let's see, that was Fantasy Violet, and Fantasy Violet has PB, which is black, 28 and 29, and PR 122. I had a cheat sheet. I don't know if I got my cheat sheet. Yep, got my cheat sheet. So PB, oh, I remember I cut off some of my PB, but PB is Mars black, like it's a black for sure. So you can see some spots in there. And then what was the other color? PR 122 is magenta, which is the red. Looked like I could see that kind of bright color. That's just pretty. As I'm swiping the brush, you can see the colors. We're gonna let that dry. All right, let's get some clean water. We don't want to be nothing in our brush. And let's see what this Milky Way Violet. Yummy, 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 yummy. This, I feel like I'm sitting in front of seafood. If you know me, I love seafood. That's another fun fact about Karen. I could eat shrimp 24/7. Seasoned, definitely hot, a little mild. Love it, love it, love it. So when I compare, watercolors to some of the things, this got some yellow in it. Looks yellow, looks yellow. Let's see, Milky Way Violet. Where are we? Milky Way Violet. Milky Way Violet. Where are you? Where are you? Milky Way Violet has PV15, PY150, and PB28. So we got some black in here. We definitely got some yellow. You can see the yellow, some green. PY150. What's PY150? Yellow, which is yellow. Yep. And PV, the violet. Okay, so this is fun because when you take these colors and you mix them together, so you're taking yellow, black, what did I say? Yellow, black, and violet, so purple, and you put them together. That's going to dry. Let's see if we can get a lot more of that pigment. It's not very thick. It's not very, what do you call it? Got a lot of pigment into it. So we got to put some more. But you see that yellow? Like the yellow, you can see the yellow for sure. For sure. And the black and the violet. And we're going to let those two dry. Now, one says Fantasy Violet and Milky Way Violet, and that's yummy. Look at that. So that's fun. That is very much so fun. Now these colors showing out as they're drying. I can still see over here the magenta. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun swatching these. And the yellow, you definitely the yellow in this is very, very, very bold, and it's not. I don't even know how to say it. It's not like sticking together. So we're going to really oxidize, put them in some pans. I got to go to the store and I'm going to get some, Galaxy Sky. Absolutely. Yes. That is, yes. Perfect, Dawn. Perfect. So I'm excited. I'm going to have to go to the store because I got to go pick my medicine up. I just thought about it. This, I'm trying to get used to it, but I can't wait for these to kind of, I don't know. I'm just not, I don't know. I think it's me and I need to do something different because I'm used to pans. This is me being vulnerable. I'm used to what I'm used to and I just don't want to change. Okay. Now I'm going to back into that and say it's time for change and I need to do something different. But I won't do this one anymore because I don't like the fact that when I close it, this one does come out. So I don't like that. So I'll get maybe something like this, but something that, I don't know, maybe not like this, but we won't do, I'm trying to talk myself into it while I tell y'all so y'all can hold me accountable. I want pans. I want these half pans or whole pans, but I'm going to try to find something that is like this so that I can do something different. See, being vulnerable doesn't always feel good. I'm just used to going to getting this, and I like it like this. But I guess if I think back to when I started painting, I didn't have this. I had something that was put together. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Whew, I'm talking myself into it. I ain't talking to y'all. I'm talking myself into it. I'm going to play this video back and talk myself into it. And I might just go to Hobby Lobby and get this again and put them paints in there and probably put them more maybe backed in the corner. Maybe that's what it is. It could be user error. I'm not sure. So if y'all have some ideas, if you happen to be watching this, because I'm going to put the mission, I'm going to put mission back into this title so I can put mission in here, because I have done about 15-20 minutes of mission and showing up when your heart is broken, how to be vulnerable in the truth. It's been a combination. So, and I'm happy for it. I get to show up and show you guys how, listen, y'all saw real quick how I really, really turn something that pisses me off and turns it into something great. I get watercolor and I slap paint on paper. That's how slapping paint on paper got started. And that's why hashtag I just want to paint when I'm in a funky mood or I'm feeling bad or I just not dealing with things. I just come in the studio and I paint. These both are violet. Like, we have Milky Way violet and we have Fantasy violet. And look at the difference in the colors. I just cannot believe it. And it's getting even more bolder and more beautiful the more it dries. Like, yummy, yummy. I don't want to try to get it too close because you know it won't focus right. But I tell y'all what, I'm not going to do a live in swatching. Ain't. Because it will take too long. I really think it will take too long because I will be having a whole party. Look at here. Even in this right here, it's showing up in here. It's showing out and this is porcelain. So it is showing out in there. I am so happy. And that's series D, you know, the paint. So these are not beginner watercolors. I will say that. Because if you start out with if I'd have started out with these watercolors, I'd have been looking at this trying to figure out what the heck is this and why is it doing that. So, but if you are starting out and you decide you want to start with some watercolors and you want to start out with these, keep watching me. Keep hanging around. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to do great things with these. We are going to do some amazing things with these Mission watercolor paints. I promise you. I am promising you. And I am going to do a couple portraits or whatever you call it, so that way I can go and put them on my website for sale so we can go and back in and get our recoup. Oh yeah, you happy too because I'm happy. And he happy when I'm happy. Look at these. Ain't they pretty? I'm just saying, they just pretty. Let's put that, we can put that back in there because I know what it is. If not, I can scroll back. Let's write it on here because I'll forget. All right, we said this one was Fantasy Violet. Fantasy Violet. And this one was Milky Way. Milky. And it does look like like Dawn said, a galaxy sky. Milky Way Violet. These might even make me want to do some landscapes. Milky Way Violet. Okay, got them. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Where is... Look. They just made my paints I just got from Michael's. I just put them over there and dropped them. But I had to pull this out to compare. These are actually performing pretty good on this inexpensive paper compared to what these are doing over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm out of focus. Because I can't sit here and just watch all 34 of them, even though I want to right now. I gotta go pick up some meds and then go get me some more Oh, I said I'm not going to get no half pans. I'm going to get both. With 34, I can do both. You want to paint with me one day? Hey, Dawn, are you on TikTok? Oh, no. Wait, we ain't got to go on TikTok. We can do it right here. Yes, we can do what you and Tracy do on YouTube. We surely can. But, Dawn, I already told you, I have on my bucket list to come to Maine. So, who knows? We can eat lobster, crack crabs, and then slap some paint on some paper. And can. Sure can. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because I'm just overly excited. I'm like a little kid at Christmas right here, and these mission gold class mission um, tourmaline tone two tone, and I read what tourmaline was, but I can't remember right now. It don't matter, but I did read what it was. I just can't remember right now. Yeah, but we can do it here. We can do it here for sure, for sure. Let's see, where is it? The dramatic two-tone color tourmaline by blending microparticles of tourmaline, which is a gemstone, into all colors. It will enhance the value of your artwork with mysterious and unique hues. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Look at my dog. I wish y'all could see this dog. She just like, Mama, I want to come in. I want to come in. And he just left her in here. She done jumped up on the thing, up on the window. So let me pay some attention. It's like little kids when you're a parent and you got little kids and they want to know. Oh, let me open this so y'all can see what this was. I got excited. I did. This box is everything. It is everything. We're going to keep this box. Today is a great day. And when I have bad days, y'all, I'm going to think back to this day when I got these. And I'm going to be like, oh, I was on live when I got those watercolors. And maybe play this back. We dig for tourmaline here. Oh, my God. Really, Dawn? So that means you can make some good watercolors. Because, so tourmaline here in Alabama in the red dirt clay is, I think that's where it is. Or either in some mineral here around the water edges and stuff. Is the same. It does good. So that's why the inks that I made turned out good. Oh, this isn't as pretty as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like this. I like the shiny porcelain because I'm going to slap paint on this. And this feels like it's got a film on it, and it just might not do great. But it's pretty. And it's not as big as I thought it was going to be. So I probably can just do a couple. Look. Yeah, it's not great. It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. That's all. I thought it was going to be bigger. No worries. I'm happy with my watercolors. Yay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's go back over here so we can say happy. So, guys, when y'all have a day that you have a crappy day, find something that makes you just this excited as I am about these missions. Oh, and these, I am not sponsored by Mission. This is all me. This has nothing to do with them. They did not sponsor this video. Although I'm happy if they like to contact me and let me know that they want me to be whatever it is. I would greatly appreciate it. Because this is what we're going to be using. Mission and Holbein. Because I'm loving learning about the granulation. Because the granulating watercolors remind me a lot of life. That's what I was paying attention to. Is the way those things kind of get together to make something so beautiful. And when we think about the crap and all the stuff that we have in life, and literally walking away from my son's funeral, and here we are 6 years later, it'll be 6 years this year, and being here and getting excited and finding joy the way I am now, the ugly of that over there, losing a child, not saying that this takes away that pain, but it does comfort me, and I found joy again. And that's why I want you to know that you can take the ugly, the good, the bad, and the ugly and put it together and get something beautiful out of it, right? Show up in your vulnerable self. That's the only way it's going to work, is when you accept the good, the bad, and the ugly about yourself. And then when you show up, then people will be like, oh, you know what? I used to be like this, that, and the other. And then you find your person or your people or your tribe, and you don't have to explain yourself. If you feel like being a beat that day, then you'll have people that are around you and be like, hey, we got you because we understand that something may be going on. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Thank you for letting me be me. Right? I'm going to get off of here because we can go down a whole nother rabbit hole. But I will be back in the studio with these watercolors. Y'all have a great day. And remember, if you have not subscribed to the channel and you're scrolling through and you're like, what in the world this woman is talking about being vulnerable? I'm showing up here in my vulnerable self every single day of my life. And when I choose to hit that live button, I want you to understand that I don't want to always show up, but I show up because I know that somebody needs to see what resilience and God looks like. Y'all have a great day. Love you guys.